Listen, Keiichi. Actually, I got asked out.
What? You got asked out? Who asked you out?
I'd be happy to get back together with you now.
Huh? My name is Keiichi Sato, 28 years old. I'm a new employee working for a small game company. Ryoko, how about going to a fancier restaurant next Sunday?
Huh? Yeah, sure. But what's with the sudden fancy restaurant plan? It's not like it's our anniversary or anything, right?
Things have been going pretty well at work lately.
What do you mean by things going well? How so?
Well, that's...
You can't tell me again.
I'm so sorry. But I don't have a choice.
Probably another confidentiality thing, huh? Got it. Sunday it is then. Later.
The girl I was calling is Ryoko. My college sweetheart. We've been together since then. As Ryoko said, there was a strict confidentiality at work. I basically kept the job details to myself and didn't spill much to her. But if I keep quiet like this, Ryoko might just get fed up with me eventually. But it's not a lie that things are going well. So the other day, a game I made hit 5th place in downloads with the company. As a new employee, I think it's a pretty big achievement. So this was kind of a celebratory meal for me too. However, just seems like Ryoko's not too happy about my gotta grind it out kind of job. And my keeping quieted about it.
Hey, Keiichi, what kind of games are you making?
Well, you know, regular stuff. You know that, right? Games you play on the TV screen for fun? I guess even if I go into detail, she probably wouldn't get it anyway.
That's enough. Why don't you ever properly talk to me about your work, huh? You could at least tell me what kind of people you work with or something like that.
I'm sorry. That may be true, but...
You're just assuming that I wouldn't know even if you told me, aren't you?
Well, sorry. Yeah, I know I assumed that.
Listen, Keiichi. Actually, I got asked out.
What? You got asked out? Who asked you out?
The guy named Shoji works for a major bank. We had dinner once before. He's a very nice guy, you know?
Then Ryoko told me how attractive this Shoji guy was.
I am already fed up with you, Keiichi. So, will you break up with me?
What? Breaking up? All of a sudden?
It's not sudden for me, though.
Won't you reconsider it?
Nope. I don't want to owe you a meal. So I'll leave the check here. Well then, goodbye, Keiichi.
Ryoko, hold on! She ignored me and left the restaurant, despite my attempts to stop her. For a while after that, even at work, I couldn't stop thinking about Ryoko. Why do we have to break up? Wasn't there something more I could have done for her? Such regrets remained in my mind for a long time. Then one day...
Sato, do you have a minute?
Noah! What can I help you with? This is Noah. She's the new CEO of our game company, which just started recently. She's really into games and anime, and I heard rumors that the previous CEO recruited her.
Lately, it feels like your characters lack spirit, you know? I wondered if something had happened to you by any chance.
Well, I don't think so.
You know what, Sato? I think games are kinda like mirrors.
A mirror?
If the creators shut themselves off or avoid communication, it can definitely be reflected in the game. I think the characters you create can chat with many more people.
That's... I think I was moved by Noah's words for some reason. A game is a mirror that reflects its creator. That was an eye-opening discovery for me, who had been making games all my life. I'd given up from the very beginning, that I couldn't get my feelings across. It was even affecting my games, so Noah noticed it. Noah, can I give it another shot to recreate the game?
You've got something, huh?
Yes, I don't know how to put it, but opening up and connecting with people could really add something to the game-making process.
Good. I'm counting on you, Sato.
Meanwhile, Ryoko, who left me, has started dating Shoji.
Well, it was the right call to break up with Keiichi.
It seems like you were able to break up quite easily, but didn't he stop you?
He did, but when I pointed out his bad attitude, he gave up pretty quickly.
I bet he felt some kind of shame or something.
Oh yeah, he didn't tell me about his work, or anything at all, you know. That's impossible, right?
On that note, you can rest easy with me, Ryoko. I don't need to go through the grind, you know.
You got handed a big sales deal the other day, right?
Yep, if this goes well, I could get promoted in no time. Being a bank clerk? Piece of cake.
Switching to Shoji was definitely the right move after all. I bet Keiichi's not gonna make much money forever.
Since then, I've been busting my ass on character and scenario design for the game, taking Noah's advice to heart. Hey Noah, I took another crack at the scenario you critiqued the other day.
It's definitely getting a lot better than before. But I feel like the characters might lack a bit of depth.
Depth?
Say, if I told you I'm into movies, what do you think?
Well, probably like, oh really? I guess.
Then what if I told you I'm into car action movies?
What? Well, that's a little surprising.
That's what depth of character is all about, you know? Giving them information more than just looks. It's about showing their interests, hobbies, and all that stuff. There's always room for some surprises in social interactions, right?
I see. Yeah, that's definitely true. Like, sometimes you are smitten by something surprising.
That's right. There might be some women who are drawn to your unexpectedness too, you know?
What? So, the client didn't take the loan deals. It ends up turning into a bit of a heated argument.
I see. You were all confident talking about how the higher-ups were counting on you, and it'd be a piece of cake. But what's going on now? Sticking with Shoji might be a bit shaky for the future.
Time passed, and 4 years later, one day, I was invited to my brother's wedding, and was supposed to attend it with Noah. Hey, Keiichi, long time no see. How have you been? Whoa, bro, cut it out with the PDA in public. But hey, aren't you supposed to be preparing now? Oh, shoot, I messed up with the time. I'm gonna go now. So, make sure you witness me looking sharp at my wedding, okay?
Your brother is like a whirlwind.
Yeah. Well then, let's find our seats too. Noah and I decided to search for our seats at the venue. And then...
Hey, Keiichi!
Ryoko! Why are you here?
Why? Because I was invited too, of course. Who's she?
This is Noah. We work for the same company.
A game company, right? I mean, are you still doing the grunt work? So you've been a grunt at that game company forever, huh?
Nah, our company got absorbed by this major game company. I'm working there now.
What? A major game company?
At that game company, I've been entrusted with a bunch of projects. Right now, I'm on the other side, mentoring a bunch of newbies. Sometimes I learn stuff myself, but mostly I find myself doing the teaching.
That's right! You've really worked hard these past 4 years. I know because I've been around, observing you closely. You've been putting in the effort to interact with different folks and deepen the scenarios and characters. It's finally paying off, which is why you are who you are today, right?
Noah.
So, does that mean Keiichi has climbed up the ladder since then? Then, is this a chance by any chance? Oh yeah, actually I heard about you too. Guess pushing you away back then was the right call after all.
What?
I thought you'd be able to overcome that kind of hardship, you know?
What are you talking about?
I've missed you too over these past 4 years. You see, we were both suffering back then, weren't we? I'd be happy to get back together with you now.
Huh?
Hey, how about we meet up alone next time we're off? Hey, what are you talking about?
Excuse me, Ryoko? You're still together with my man Shoji, right?
What?
Hey bro, what do you mean my man Shoji? Oh, Shoji is my junior. His girlfriend is Ryoko there. What?
What? How does he know me even though Shoji isn't here?
You look surprised, huh? Shoji always showed me your picture. He was bragging about you. Yeah, Shoji got his flaws, but he's still an important junior to me. But why are you going to betray him?
No, it's not like that. I just felt like teasing Keiichi a bit, you know, on a whim.
What do you mean on a whim? You were seriously hitting on him, right?
Big misunderstanding. I wasn't thinking about betraying Shoji or anything like that. Yes, you were. You were going to ditch Shoji and hop onto Sato just like that, right? So, let me get this straight. You bail when things aren't going well for him at work. But the moment he finds success, you want to patch things up. That's just too selfish. I told you that's not true. I've always believed in Keiichi. I always knew he had a lot of inner strength, so I believed he'd make something of himself eventually. So you don't care about Shoji then? Nah, it's just... I was kind of reluctantly dating him. Because he was so persistent. I was just dating him as a placeholder until Keiichi and I got back together, you know?
That sucks in so many ways. After all, you're only interested in successful guys, right? You don't even care about how Keiichi or Shoji have been working to change, do you? Keiichi and Shoji wouldn't even give you the time of day anymore.
But Keiichi must still have feelings for me, right, Keiichi?
What? No way, not at all.
Aww!
There's no way I have feelings for you. I know I wasn't good enough back then, I admit that. But I did like you in my own way at the time. But since it clearly didn't come across, now I don't feel anything for you at all. Plus, seeing you act like this? Even if I had any lingering feelings for you, they'd be long gone now.
Ugh.
Anyway, Keiichi, you have things with Noah right now, right?
What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not like that at all.
It just makes it all the more suspicious. You're totally getting us wrong. Oh hey, Shoji?
Why are you here? Wasn't your bus supposed to be late?
I owe a lot to Mr. Sato and was short on time, so I took a taxi here. Ryoko, I'm breaking up with you.
What?
I caught bits and pieces of the conversation earlier, but I had no idea you thought of me like that. I was actually planning to introduce you to Mr. Sato as my fiancé today, but...
Wait, Shoji, don't get me wrong.
That's enough already! I've been watching you trying to justify things this whole time. But let's face it, you're the one in the wrong here. You better go home now.
Oh no!
Since it's about you two from here on out, why don't you both step outside the venue and talk things out calmly? I'm sorry, I'll do that. Ryoko, let's go.
Hey!
You can't ruin Mr. Sato's big day any further. Just, let's leave. Then my brother's wedding went smoothly as planned. Noah and I were able to genuinely celebrate my brother's wedding and had a great time without any issues. On the other hand, those two who left the venue ended up getting into an argument. And it seems they couldn't attend the wedding after all.
Shoji was transferred?
Yeah, he's got a hot-headed personality, so it seems like he was ignoring even my brother's warnings.
So that's why he was transferred. But what happened with Ryoko?
I heard they broke up already. She was apparently cheating on him with another guy, so the engagement got called off.
So, what's she up to now?
Word is she's paying off Shoji while hitting up mixers to find another guy. Through my brother, I'd occasionally catch wind of what was going on with Shoji and Ryoko. Seems like Ryoko was all about dating guys from top-tier companies based solely on their titles. But she's been through a string of arguments and breakups, and apparently she's still having a rough time. I am sure that she will never find the kind of partner she is looking for. As for me, I'm still all about making games. With the characters gaining popularity, the games keep hitting it big, and the company's doing great. Especially the main heroine, Noah, she's like the star character. Well, no need to explain where her name comes from, right? Thanks for watching to the end.
Please subscribe to our channel.